All right, joining us on the broadcast this minute is Josh Morgerman, a global hurricane chaser. Thanks very much, Josh, for speaking with us here on WION World is One. First, if you can help our viewers better understand, the landfall we expect the entire process will continue for the next 2 hours. If you can break down for our viewers what's in store for the next couple of hours.
Well, I've been tracking this cyclone very closely, and you are correct. This was probably one of the most severe impacts in the last 20 years. The inner core of the cyclone has come ashore, and as you pointed out, it came ashore very close to Purdy. And now that it's inland, or now that a lot of it is over land, it will start to weaken. The winds will start to die down. It will, however, bring very, very destructive conditions up the east coast of India, as you pointed out. However, the very, very severe impacts should start to die down. What I found alarming about this storm was that the inner core of it, the worst part of it, came ashore. It made a perfect direct hit on Purdy, on a big city, and that's why I think we're going to see a lot of damage from this.
All right, and as far as the path of the cyclone is concerned, it will now proceed towards the state of West Bengal. But as per the predictions so far, what's your assessment also of the impact that might be caused in West Bengal? Some reports suggesting, and as per the predictions, the impact might not be as grave as witnessed in Odisha.
And that is absolutely correct. Because the core of the cyclone is now over land, it will start to weaken. So there will be effects up in West Bengal, but nothing like they saw down near Purdy, which I think had the most extreme conditions. That's where they had the really crazy winds. I was watching it on radar, and that inner ring of the strongest winds looks like it passed right over that city. And I think when you guys get some pictures and video out of there, I think you're going to see a lot of damage. Up in West Bengal, there will be effects. It will be dangerous, but not as bad.
And as we speak, of course, precautionary measures being undertaken on a war footing in the state of West Bengal as well. But a word of caution and advice from you as a global hurricane chaser for the precautionary measures that must be undertaken.
Well, I'm glad you asked. I think the number one thing for that region is for people to get away from low-lying areas of the coastline. That area is very susceptible to high storm surges, which inundate large regions and can kill lots of people. Now, I was very delighted to hear that the Indian authorities had mobilized and evacuated 1 million people in advance of this cyclone. I think that's great. I think up in West Bengal, they have to do that too, because I think that's going to be the biggest danger.
All right, and as you told us, the impact in West Bengal might not be as grave as your assessment and your predictions have been telling you. Why is that? If you can also draw a comparison for us in terms of the strengths, you think the cyclonic storm is now weakening over the next couple of hours?
Yeah, now West Bengal can get very intense cyclones if they come off the water and come directly into West Bengal. This one, because it came ashore in Odisha and now it's traveling over land, it will lose strength. So that's why it won't be as severe up in West Bengal, but it could be a very big impact. It will be very disruptive. It will cause damage up there. I don't want to give your viewer in West Bengal a false sense of security. This will get up there as a dangerous storm, but it won't be quite as severe as it was down in Odisha, down near Purdy, where it came ashore.
All right, Josh Morgerman, thanks very much indeed for breaking down for us what's in store over the next couple of hours as per your assessment and as per your predictions, as you've been tracking very closely the paths of the cyclone and helping our viewers also better understand the precautionary measures that must be undertaken. Now, staying with updates regarding Cyclone Fani, the Army, Navy, Air Force, Coast Guard and disaster management agencies are fully prepared and on standby. Prime Minister Narendra Modi reviewed preparedness for Cyclone Fani with his senior-most officials. Indian Coast Guard has positioned as many as 34 disaster relief teams at Vizag, Chennai, Gopalpur, Haldia and Kolkata, besides 4 Coast Guard ships at Vizag and Chennai. The Navy, Air Force and National Disaster Response Force teams and the Coast Guard are on standby. 13 Navy aircraft are on standby in Visakhapatnam to carry out damage assessment and relief distribution. The NDRF has deployed 28 teams in Odisha, 12 in Andhra Pradesh and 6 teams in West Bengal. 2 ships and 2 Chetak helicopters are also ready for service. Chief Minister Naveen Patnaik has asked senior officials to oversee relief rescue operations. Andhra Pradesh Chief Minister N. Chandrababu Naidu has also reviewed his officials' preparedness and promised all possible help to Odisha.